In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish blouse with cut together extended shoulder and an open slit at the lower part. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. Now to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurements, which includes the shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist. And now for the length, I added about 9 inches. You can add 7 to 10 inches from your waistline. Then go ahead, depending on how long you want the blouse to be. So this is it, 9 inches from my waistline. I'm using the length of the pattern paper that I have here. Start by marking my shoulder divided by 2, and from that point I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Although I'm coming down by 1 inch, I'll still extend my shoulder. I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches from here, and after marking that, I'll go ahead to connect this all the way to the shoulder. So the next step I'm going to take now is to go ahead to find my chest line, and to find my chest line is the bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and I'll mark. So after I'm done marking at this point, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and draw out a straight line. Is this measurement you have, which is your shoulder divided by 2 here, I'll replace it. Now I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I will connect. After connecting, I will go ahead to place and divide what I have here into 2, come out by ½ inch, and I'll go ahead to mark my bust round measurement divided by 4. Now whatever I have here, I'll go ahead to connect. Now I'll still reconnect this upper part, but that will be much later. Now I'll connect this to the armhole. So now if you look at this dress, you find out that it is more like there's no dart on it, or the dart was manipulated. That is, the dart was blended out, because if you zoom the dress, you won't really find a dart on the dress, right? So it's either the dart was manipulated, so, or you can sew out your own basic dart on it. So I'll be using the basic dart for this, which I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5. I'll mark this getting to the lower part of my pattern. Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to place my ruler and draw a straight line connecting to these marks that I made here. Now after connecting at this point, I'm just going to mark my dart. I'll be marking a basic dart of ½ inch on both sides. Now I'll come down by 1 inch here and then come down by 4 inches here. Now what I'll do is to go ahead to connect this, and I'll go ahead also to connect at this side. After connecting, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. So after outlining it, it's time to insert your measurements. I'll go ahead to mark the bust measurement, round measurement divided by 4. So add your sewing allowance, because I'm not making this dress, I'll just mark ½ inch. Here I'll mark the waist, the under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake here, replace, and then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead to mark the waist, my waist circumference divided by 4, which is 28 divided by 4, I have 7. Then measure this dart intake here, which is about 1 inch, and replace, then add my sewing allowance. So I will go down to the blouse length and I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4, and then I'll add ½ inch. So I'm still going to extend all these sides, but first of all I'm going to connect these parts first before we are going to readjust this pattern, or to alter this pattern, sorry, to get the desired design for the dress. Let's work on this pattern, right, to readjust it. So the next step you're going to take is to go ahead to adjust the neckline. So I'm using 2.5 inches, right, and I'll place my ruler and I will connect. Now after connecting at this point, now this sleeve, go ahead to measure from this point, from this part of your armhole to round, half of round of your sleeve, right? That is how to know what you will use here. And for this part now, you need to like measure the length of the sleeve. Let's say you want to use like 5 inches, right? So let me first of all go ahead to connect. I'll slope this down. I'll slope it down like this so that it will form like a sleeve, right? So take the measurements that you want. So I'm using like 6 inches. Sorry, let me remeasure. So I'm using like 5.5, and I will connect this. Connect it back. So this is how to get this part. If you notice there's no joining here, it's more as if there's a sleeve extension here, and you should slope it so that it can relax towards the shoulder, right? As if you're adding a sleeve to your dress, but it's actually cut together as one piece. So I'm just going to outline it. So for this neckline, if you think 3 by 2.5 inches is too small, you can increase the depth by use 3 by 3 inches. So I'll go ahead to outline this now, and I'll connect and stop here. Now when I get to the lower part of this dress, I'll come down till around 4 inches from the waistline. So from this 4 inches now, I'm going to create like a conical or a flare effect, as if I'm cutting this on in form of a peplum, right? I'll use around 2 inches and I'll mark, then draw a line there. So what I'll do is I'll extend this point going down to this 2 inches, to this 2 inches extension I added, and from there now I'll now slope it towards the front. Now if you notice, the basque did not just go straight, it has like a little slope, and I'll start connecting. Now when I get to this point, I'll measure about 4 inches, sorry, let me use 3.5 from here, and from this point I'll come in by 1 inch so that it will give that enough space we have here, and I'll go ahead to connect this. So I'll also go ahead to connect this at this point, and after connecting, I'll go ahead to outline this button that we have here and outline all this line to show the opening we have by the side of the dress. So the next step I'll take now is to go ahead to cut out this pattern, and after cutting it out, I'll also go ahead to use it to cut out the back. So now when I'm marking this pattern, if you're okay with this extension at the side, you can cut it, or if you want to extend it slightly, you do that, or to reduce it. So whatever you want to do at this side, if you're okay with it, cut it this way. There's room for always adjustment before transferring your pattern to the fabric. So after cutting this out, we are now going to use this to cut out the back pattern of this dress. If you have any questions so far, please go ahead to ask. So I'll trim out the front, and this is what I have. Now let's cut out the back. I went ahead to mark out a zipper allowance. For your zipper allowance, you can use between 1.5 to 2 inches. Now place your pattern this way. You notice the center, we cut it out right at the lower part so it will not overlap. But what you do is to maintain that straight line, as I'm doing now, towards the lower part of this pattern, and I'll pin it, right? So I'll trace out the side, but when I'm coming down here, I will reduce the length at the back. What I have here, I felt that it was a bit long, so I had to like reduce it. You can come down like 5 inches from the waistline at the back and connect it, right? Or you can use 6 inches. Probably 5 inches is okay. Then go ahead to reconnect to the side. After that, I'll trace out the side of this pattern. You want to trace out so that the sides will match each other very well, especially when you're joining your pattern. For the back neckline, use 3 by 1 inch or 3 by 1.5 inches. So to take out the zipper body, I'll mark 1/2 inch here and go ahead to place my ruler to connect this all the way down, and also connect at the upper part. So after I'm done connecting now, the next step I'll take is just to go ahead to cut out the back pattern of this dress. So after cutting it, we are done drafting out this pattern, and then go ahead to cut out the zipper bulge, and your pattern is ready. Remember to transfer your dart for the back pattern of this dress.